Kansas City Chiefs get some extremely welcome news at the wide receiver position. Meanwhile, an ex-wide receiver makes one of the dumbest statements I've ever heard. Hi there, I'm Daniel Booth here with your Chiefs news of the day. If you are new to this channel, we discuss the Chiefs every single day. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and join in the conversation in the comment section below. So let's start off with the really, really good news of the day. If you have not heard, it is this: Chiefs Marquise Brown will not need surgery after his shoulder injury against Jacksonville on Saturday. His week 1 status is to be decided. So big news today. Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid announced that he will not require surgery. He sustained it in the home preseason opener in Jacksonville. We know that Marquise Hollywood Brown spent Saturday night in the Jacksonville hospital and was discharged on Sunday morning, but did not attend Monday's practice. Here's what Andy Reid said about it. They were able to get the joint back into place without surgery, which is a positive. Head coach Andy Reid said on Monday per ESPN's Adam Teicher. Then we'll just see on the recovery. He is back in Kansas City now. He stayed over there in Jacksonville until they got that thing situated. So a lot to unpack here with this. Reid revealed that Brown had suffered a sternoclavicular posterior dislocation, saying that 5 times fast, and drew a comparison to former Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill. More on him in a minute, who dealt with a similar injury in the 2019 season opener. Hill missed 4 games before returning, but Reid would not comment to a similar timeline for Marquise Brown, with the regular preseason opener against the Baltimore Ravens approaching in just a few weeks from now, about a month, less than a month, September 5th. Brown's, of course, potential absence from upcoming practices and possibly week 1 opens a huge gap in Kansas City Chiefs offense. We know that Marquise Brown was playing at a kind of a lights out level there in training camp. He was clearly Mahomes' #1 favorite target there in training camp, and people were saying that he's going to be, it's going to be a match made in heaven. And then this happens, right? So we know the Chiefs signed Brown to just a 1-year contract in March as part of an overhauled wide receiving core, and they later selected Xavier Worthy, the fastest 40 in the history of the NFL Combine. And so we were going to have this completely retooled wide receiver core. Well, bad news is Rashee Rice ran into a bunch of people in Dallas, and now Xavier Worthy is out. And so we've got a depleted wide receiving core once again, and you almost have to think is Juju Schuster on a speed dial at this point. He just got cut, and so it's going to be interesting to see if we now keep Kadarius Toney, if we bring back bring in another wide receiver, if we elevate someone off the practice squad. But once a really, really strong wide receiving core, now not so much. And that's how quickly these things go. And that's going to be the danger of this Kansas City Chiefs team this season, because we are obviously at the starting 22 where we have on paper probably the best team in the NFL. Vegas has said that we are the #1 favorite to go to the Super Bowl and win it for the 3rd straight time. But, after that, the bench is suspect, to say the least. So we'll just have to see how that plays out there. Hey, speaking of Tyreek Hill, anyone see this today? Because it's really worth a chuckle. Okay. If you haven't heard, so a couple days ago, a list was released, and it ranked the #1 players in the NFL. And for some reason, Tyreek Hill came in at #1, and Patrick Mahomes came in at #4 on that list. Now, these are just lists. This isn't expert picks. And so ESPN and all different types of sports media outlets and the Chiefs Kingdom, we all collectively lost our mind, because that is the stupidest list I've ever heard of. But here's the even kicker part about all this. Tyreek Hill is believing the hype. Tyreek Hill said today he's for sure a better player than Patrick Mahomes. After being voted the NFL's best player by his peers, Hill confirms that he also thinks he's a better player than his former QB. I laugh. And he said he told one, it's not in this article, he told somebody that he was the Chiefs fans cry him a river. But he said, yeah, for sure, I'm him. My argument is that, look, come on, you got to understand, you got to look at it like this. Pat is great. He's great, obviously, for his team. You feel me? They went back to 2 back-to-back Super Bowls, yada, yada. They did their thing right. Now you look at me, 2 back-to-back 17-yard seasons, Pro Bowl, All-Pro list, All-Pro decade. Oh, my goodness. How about you're not the 2-time Super Bowl MVP? How about you're not 2-time league MVP? How about you haven't shattered so many records that they're too hard to list? And look, I say this. Look at my shirt. Look at my shirt. Do we have time to run Wasp? I didn't wear this on purpose. It just came out of the old closet and put it on today, not knowing that we'd be talking about Tyreek Hill. But come on, man. Pat's got 3 Super Bowls now, Tyreek, and you've got 1, and that was courtesy of Mr. Patrick Mahomes. And last I checked, Patrick Mahomes threw you a touchdown pass that bounced right off your mask, and that should seal that argument. What do you think, Chiefs fans? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you like and subscribe. But, I think that Tyreek Hill, I wanted him to come back eventually to Kansas City. Now, maybe not so much. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below. Thanks, as always, for watching. That's your Chiefs news for this Monday, August 12th.